welcome to the best take bracket. We just did a take and it didn't record, and I'm a little frustrated. But we've got an epic matchup. Team Brandon, the battle of the Brandons, on the same team, together, reuniting. And we're going to take 4 Jerry Rice. And we've got Eric Dewey across the pond. That means over the Atlantic Ocean in this case. And Eric is teaming up with Tony Rigato to give their take for Joe Montana. All right, Nate, I'm going to give my take for Jerry Rice, and here we go.
Okay, buddy. You got 45 seconds, and then maybe I'll toss it to you for 15. Brandon Faust, ready, set, go.
Jerry Rice, undoubtedly the best wide receiver of all time. No questions, no ifs, ands, or buts. And he only stood at 6'2", 200 pounds. He's not like the 6'5", 6'6" receiver that's just jumping over everybody. He could beat him deep. He could beat him medium. He could beat him short. He redefined what it means to be a possession wide receiver. So many guys have tried to emulate his game and have pursued an NFL career because you didn't have to be the biggest physical specimen to pull it off. Individual records, single season records, all-time records. He has all of it. He did it for such a long time with all kinds of different quarterbacks as well, and which just proves how amazing he really is. Jerry Rice, the best of all time, the GOAT, the greatest. He is
all right, 15 seconds, go, maybe. Go.
Could do it all, run the full route tree, was always open. I mean, it's hard to separate these two, except that Jerry played without Montana and was still great. Was Montana ever great without Jerry? I don't think so.
All right, stop. No Moss. Pretty good.
I'm trying.
Second time's a charm.
All right, and now we've got Eric Dewey giving his take against Jerry Rice. Nate, get him on the clock.
All right, Dewey, 45 seconds. Then Rigato, I'll toss it to you for 15. Dewey, ready, set, go.
Was Jerry Rice ever great without Joe Montana? Yes, he was, but he also had a bunch of amazing quarterbacks. Of the 20 years he played, see, I did my homework before. 20 years he played, 13 of those years, the quarterbacks were Pro Bowlers. 5 of those years, the quarterback won the MVP of the league. He never had someone terrible throwing to him. Supporting cast has its strengths and weaknesses, right? Like, you got to look at who you have around you, and he always had excellence around him. There's other receivers who have maybe not accomplished quite as much numbers-wise, but could they be considered the greatest receiver ever? Yes, because they didn't have the supporting cast that Rice had at every moment of his playing career.
All right, we got to go. 15.
Yeah, Jerry Rice. I mean, he's great. He's good, but I don't think you can talk about him being a flashy player really much. He didn't wow you with a lot of things. He was just good at a lot of stuff, really consistent. And so I'm looking for the best player of all time, best athlete. Jerry Rice is good. He's great. He's not
all right,
the best athlete.
No mas. No mas. No mas.
All right. And now we've got Brandon Maybe, or Tony Rigato is going to give his take for Joe Montana for 45 seconds.
All right, Rigato, 45, then Dewey, 15. Ready, set, go.
Yeah, Joe Montana. He made quarterbacking cool. He's Joe Cool. He's amazing. Everyone likes him. He's the reason why we watch Friday Night Lights. He's the reason why we pay attention to Remember the Titans, because he made quarterbacks cool. Everyone wanted to be Joe. He made San Francisco cool. Before him in San Francisco, there was nothing. Joe Montana brought San Francisco to the pinnacle of sports multiple times. He had iconic moments. He wasn't the greatest athlete, but he made the best throws. He led his team in critical moments. He has personally constructed Tom Brady's whole path for his career. He made the first step to go to Kansas City after San Francisco. Now Tom Brady, we see him mimicking him. So Tom Brady is following the footsteps of Joe Montana. They say Tom Brady's better. I say Joe Montana's better because he has set the path for going forward for great quarterbacks like himself.
Absolutely.
All right, go for it, Dewey.
Joe Montana, he was king clutch. Over and over again, he stepped into the moment and he won Super Bowl after Super Bowl after Super Bowl. And I believe he's got more Super Bowl wins than Jerry Rice does.
All right, that's it.
Yeah.
1 second to spare. Well done.
All right,
The original Joe Exotic.
I mean, I think that's
The
Joe.
original Joe Exotic.
All right, Brandon, maybe unleash the gauntlet for 45 seconds here.
All right, maybe. Giving you 45 seconds and back to you, Faust, for 15. Maybe. Ready, set, go.
Joe Montana is great, right? He's one of the best quarterbacks of all time. But Joe Walsh and the West Coast offense made Joe Montana great. Would he have been good anywhere? Absolutely. Would he have been the best of all time? No, because he's not the best of all time. Tom Brady is, obviously. You keep saying that he's clutch, but the most clutch pass he ever made, the most iconic pass against the Cowboys in the NFC Championship game to Clark, he was trying to throw it away. His most iconic play ever was a mistake. He was trying to throw the ball out of the end zone, and somebody caught it. And it just happened to be his team, which was luck, not the most clutch. Jerry Rice made him. Bill Walsh made him. Good quarterback, really good quarterback, made great by those other people around him.
Yeah,
Can I go for
Montana
it,
had some clutch moments, but he didn't put it all together. He didn't have the staggering numbers, even like Marino had, like Peyton Manning had, like Tom Brady also had, but also had the rings on his fingers as well. Not to mention Jerry Rice produced a couple of those
All right,
championships
no
and
mas.
assisted in that
All
for
done.
him.
All done. Well done.
All right, there you
Simple.
have it. The final four: Jerry Rice versus Joe Montana. Vote, 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 either for Eric and Tony's take for Joe Montana or the Brandon's take for Jerry Rice. Thanks for tuning
Which take
in.
of yours, the first or second?
Third.
The first one was better. I feel better about that first one. But vote, vote, vote. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll leave the voting open on these until Monday. So until Monday, we're going to post. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the Best Take Bracket.